Hi, I'm Dr. Mark Poray, a sports chiropractor in Brooklin, Ontario. Today I want to talk a little bit about the role of sports chiropractic for runners. Now, people run for a number of different reasons. They run for competition, fitness, or just as a diversion. Whatever the reason is, it's important that you have proper mechanics to help you achieve those goals. If you have poor mechanics, then energy tends to be misdirected. One of the reasons for poor mechanics is that muscles fire incorrectly or in the wrong sequence. Of course, this can happen because there are poor practice techniques, or you have bad equipment, or you're running in bad terrain, or because the body is being sent faulty signals. As a chiropractor, the first thing I want to check on a runner is the spinal mechanics. How is the spine functioning and sending muscles their signals? As everyone knows, the spine houses the origin of all the nerves in the body. If the nerves and the muscles are affected negatively, then it can cause interference. Then the signals to those muscles can be incomplete or even absent. In that case, the muscles can be delayed in firing or may fire incompletely, and the result will be poor technique. Poor technique leads to overuse injuries and the expenditure of excessive amounts of energy to recruit additional muscles. The body stores limited amounts of energy, just like a battery. Once that energy is used up, it can't be available later on for either additional speed or additional distance. So if your goal is simply to run to burn off calories, then you don't have to worry too much about chiropractic input. You'll burn off those calories anyway. But if your goal is to run a long distance as part of a training regime, then chiropractic adjustments to the spine can help the nerves fire properly so that the muscles carry you through that long repeated training session with as little injury as possible to the joints and the muscles. As a sports chiropractor, I'm also concerned with all the joints in the body, not just the ones in the spine. Sports chiropractors are additionally trained to assess and correct the functioning of the joints in the extremities, the arms and the legs. To be an effective runner, all the joints in the foot, the ankle, the knee, and the hips must work optimally. If one joint where a muscle attaches is not functioning properly, you can use between 10 and 20% more energy in that muscle. If two joints on either side of that joint or of that muscle are dysfunctional, then you will use up to 80% more energy in that muscle. If you think you can see how chiropractic can be important to runners, I think it's fairly self-evident. But that's not all. Sprinters specifically, but distance runners also use their upper bodies, arms and shoulders, to develop more power. The left arm and the right leg will drive like meshing gears in order to help create more speed. Ribs and spinal joints have to move freely to allow for easy breathing to help supply oxygen for this activity. It's your sports chiropractor's job to find these problems and to help you run more effectively, whatever your goal is. I've been in practice for over 27 years. I've completed in several marathons and many triathlons. I was the medical director for the Ontario Association of Triathletes and the Subaru Triathlon Series. I've worked at World Championships in triathlons as well as National Track and Field Championships working on runners. It would be an honor for me to help you achieve your goals in running. If you could take a look at our website at www.drporay.com, you'll find more information, more answers to your questions, or you can give us a call at the Brooklin Family Health Centre at 905-655-5767. Thanks very much for your attention.